an even function. So say, for example, let's start with the basic. We have y is equal to x squared, which is a parabola. We know that this is an even function. So you're going to have this graph right here. So this is y is equal to x squared. And if you think about the symmetry, there we go. So this is an even function. So if you think about the symmetry, that means your function remains unchanged if it is reflected on the y-axis, right? So if you think about this y-axis as sort of like a mirror, so when you flip this part, right, it becomes the exact same reflection, right? So it's symmetry around the y-axis. But for an odd function, let's say you're looking at y is equal to x cubed, which is a cubic function. Okay. So your symmetry is actually 180 degrees, right, over here. And you have a point symmetry, to be specific, right here. So when you kind of rotate this, right, 180 degrees, so you're looking at from here, rotate that until here, right, 180 degrees, you're going to see that your function remains unchanged. So that's the difference between even and odd functions. And that's why you have this positive symbol right here versus the negative sign right here. Okay, so hopefully that was clear. But for this 3 questions, A, B, C, all you have to do is really evaluate whether you're going to have f of x as a result, which is the exact same thing as your function, versus if you can take out the negative sign and then you're going to have your function, f of x. Okay, and if it's neither, that means it's not going to be any of the two, right? So let's start off by plugging in f of negative x right here. Okay, so we do have 1 over negative x, and then you need to cube this, right? Plus 1. So if you think about cubing negative 1, right? Because this is a negative 1 coefficient, we can actually say that this is going to be 1 over negative 1 cubed. So we're taking out that cube, and then we're left with x, right? Plus 1. Does that make sense? So this should still be cube, right? Because we're still copying that cube because it's raised to 3, but then we're taking out the negative 1